Ma'am, are you ready? सर सुरुवात करायची का सर? Hello everybody.
Yes, please start.
Sri Kumar Swami College Ausa, which is in district Latur, state Maharashtra, takes this occasion of International E-Conference as an opportunity to welcome all the honorable dignitaries and participants here at the virtual platform. The topic of today's International E-Conference is the power of networking and interview skills. The college, Sri Kumar Swami College Ausa, is affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. The college undertakes number of innovative activities for the benefit of students, researchers, teachers, intellectuals, academicians, and all stakeholders. The college can undertake all these activities without interruption and with lot of success, and it is due to the chief organizer, Honorable Principal Dr. Aimee sir, and his hard efforts and tenacity. At the outset of this international conference, I welcome you, sir, as the chairperson of this international e-conference. Today, I feel immense pleasure to make all the honorable participants and dignitaries to know that among us we are having honorable chief guest and keynote speaker from Australia, Aimee Tink ma'am from Greater Sydney area, Australia. Honorable guest is going to enlighten us on the topic, the power of networking and interview skills. All the participants who have joined here from different parts of the country and from all over the globe, I know very well that they are eager to listen the keynote speech. So I would like to invite the honorable chief guest and keynote speaker, Aimee Tink ma'am, for her keynote speech and presentation. Please, ma'am, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I sit here before you to talk about the virtues of networking. There's a force that transcends with boundaries, connects the worlds, and propels humanity forward. Networking isn't merely the exchange of business cards or LinkedIn connections. It's the art of building bridges, nurturing relationships, and creating opportunities. It's the vast prosperity of human endeavours. Networking is the golden thread that weaves the success stories. Imagine a world without networking, where individuals toil in isolation, ideas remain dormant, and opportunities go unnoticed. It's a blank landscape, devoid of collaboration, innovation, and progress. Networking transforms this barren terrain into a fertile ground where ideas take root, collaborations blossom, and dreams flourish. As its core, networking is about forging connections between people, ideas, and resources. It's about cultivating a web of relationships that amplify our potential and broaden our horizons. In today's interconnected world, the power of networking has never been more profound. From the bustling streets of Silicon Valley to the bustling markets of Mumbai, networking fuels the engines of innovation and entrepreneurship. But networking isn't just reserved for the business elite. It's a skill that transcends industries and professions. Whether you're an inspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or a student charting your career path, networking your passport to success. It opens doors, unlocks opportunities, and accelerates your journey towards your goals. So, what makes networking so powerful? It is a human element, the power of relationships built on trust and mutual respect. In a world inundated with digital noise, genuine human connections are more valuable than ever. Whether it's a handshake over coffee or a heartfelt conversation at a networking event, these moments of connections are the building blocks of lasting relationships. Moreover, networking is a two-way street. It's not just what about you can gain from others, but also what you can give. By offering support, guidance, and expertise to your network, you become a valued ally and contributor. As the saying goes, your network is your net worth. The richness of your network isn't measured by the number of contacts in your phone, but by the depth of the relationships you cultivate. In the realm of business, networking is the lifeblood of success. Whether you're seeking clients, partners, or investors, your network can open doors that would otherwise remain closed. It's the difference between struggling in isolation and thriving in collaboration. As entrepreneurs, students, and business owners, we must recognize that our success isn't solely determined by our individual efforts, but by the strength of our network. Furthermore, networking is a catalyst for personal growth and development. Through interactions with diverse perspectives and experiences, we expand our horizons, challenge our assumptions, and broaden our worldview. In a world that's increasingly polarized, networking serves as a bridge that brings people together, fosters understanding, and promotes empathy. But networking isn't without its challenges. It requires patience, persistence, and a genuine interest in others. It's not about collecting business cards or making superficial connections. It's about building meaningful relationships based on trust and authenticity. In a culture that often values quantity over quality, we must resist the temptations to prioritize quantity of connections over the quality of relationships. In conclusion, networking is a lifeblood of success in today's interconnected world. It's not just a skill, it's a mindset of abundance, generosity, and collaboration. By embracing the power of networking, we can unlock doors, seize opportunities, and shape our destinies. So let us forth and build bridges, forge connections, and create a future filled with endless possibilities. Networking is both an art and a science, and mastering it can significantly boost your personal and professional growth. Here's a bit of a step and a guide on how to effectively do this. So, when we're networking, it's really, really important to define your goals. Before diving into networking, clarify what you aim to achieve. Are you looking for career opportunities, seeking mentorship, or expanding on professional circles? Setting clear goals will guide your networking efforts and help you stay focused. You need to identify your target audience. So determine who you want to connect with based on your goals. This could include industry professionals, potential clients, mentors, or peers in your field. Research relevant events, organizations, and online platforms where your target audience is active. Perfect your elevator pitch. So, what this means is craft a concise and compelling introduction that highlights your skills, experiences, and goals. Your elevator pitch should grab attention and spark the interest, making others curious to learn more about you. Attend networking events. This is so crucial. If you don't show up, you can't even start to work on growing your network. You need to start somewhere. And yes, it can be scary. Attend industry conferences, seminars, workshops, and social gatherings where you can meet like-minded professionals. Be proactive in introducing yourself. Engage in conversations and exchanging contact information. Don't forget to follow up with your new connections afterwards. Utilize online platforms. So leverage social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and professional forums to expand your network. Optimize your profiles with relevant keywords, connect with industry influencers, and join groups or community related to your interests. Offer value. Networking is not just about what you can gain, it's also about what you can contribute. Offer assistance, share valuable insights, and be generous with your time and expertise. Providing value to others fosters genuine connection and strengthens relationships. It's really important to be authentic. Authenticity is a key to building trust and rapport with others. Be genuine, transparent, and sincere in your interactions. People are more likely to connect with you when they can sense the authenticity in your demeanor and how you're acting towards them. Follow up. This is really, really crucial and important. After networking and initial interactions, follow up with your new contacts to maintain the momentum. Send personalized emails, connect on social media, or schedule a follow-up meeting to deepen the relationship. Express gratitude for their time and express your interest in staying connected. It's not finished there. You now need to nurture those relationships. Building a strong nurture requires ongoing effort and investment. Stay in touch with your connections regularly, offer support when needed, and celebrate their successes as well. As we said before, it's a two-way street. Networking is not just about making connections, it's about cultivating meaningful relationships over time. Importantly, seek feedback. Reflect on your networking experiences and seek feedback from trusted peers or mentors or teachers. Identify areas for improvement and refine your approach accordingly. Networking is a skill that improves with practice, so don't be afraid to try again and adapt as needed. This will then be also a transferable skill into your future life. Remember, networking is not just about transactional exchanges. It's about building genuine relationships based on trust and mutual benefit. Approach networking with curiosity, openness, and willingness to learn from others, and you'll unlock a world of opportunities. Networking events provide valuable opportunities to connect with professionals in your industry, but it's essential to navigate them with professionalism and courtesy. Here's a few things you shouldn't do at a networking event. So a lot of the time we're told how we should act, but a lot of the time we don't get feedback on things that may hinder or deter us from getting the best outcome. So the first one is being disengaged. Avoid standing alone in a corner or solely interacting with people you already know. Actively engage with others, initiate conversations, and approach new people with confidence. Talking about yourself. While it's important to share information about your background and experiences, avoid dominating conversation or solely focusing on yourself. Show genuine interest in others and ask about their work and their interest. Being overly aggressive. Networking is about building relationships, not aggressively, but promoting yourself or your business. Avoid being pushy or overly assertive in your interactions. Neglecting to listen. Effective networking involves active listening. Pay attention to what others are saying. Ask follow-up questions and show genuine interest in their perspective and experiences. Failing to follow up. After making connections at a networking event, failing to follow up can be a missed opportunity. Send personalized follow-up emails or LinkedIn messages to express your gratitude for the conversation and continue building the relationship. Being inauthentic. Authenticity is a key to building trust and rapport with others. Avoid presenting a false image or pretending to be someone you're not. Be genuine, honest, and true to yourself and your interactions. There's only one you out there, so shine bright and do the best that you can. Criticizing others. Avoid making negative or disparaging comments about others, their work, or their organisation. Criticizing others can reflect poorly on your professionalism and character. So it's really important not to criticize others whilst especially meeting someone new or introducing yourself. It isn't seen as a professional quality when you start talking negatively straight away. Overindulging in alcohol. If alcohol is served at a networking event, drink responsibly or don't drink at all. Avoid overindulging in alcohol as it can impair your judgment and negatively impact your interaction with others. If you don't drink, that's great. You can still have water or juice, and usually there's food as well, so you don't have to drink at a networking event either. Being unprepared. Before attending a networking event, do your research and prepare talking points about yourself, your background, and your professional interest. Being unprepared can make it difficult to engage in meaningful conversations. Disregarding professionalism. Maintain a professional demeanour at all times during the networking event. Avoid using inappropriate language or making offensive jokes or behaving in a manner that could be perceived as unprofessional. Sorry, did someone say something? Disrespecting boundaries. Respect the personal boundaries of others. Avoid asking intrusive or overly personal questions and be mindful of people's comfort levels in conversation. Not following event etiquette. Familiarise yourself with the specific etiquette of guidelines for the networking event, such as dress code, registration procedures, and rules for exchanging contact information. Violating events etiquette can create a negative impression. By avoiding these networking pitfalls, you can make the most of your networking opportunities and build meaningful connections with professionals in your industry. Remember to approach networking events with professionalism, respect, and authenticity. Now, what we're going to do from here is talk about mastering some interview skills, and we'll start talking about interview prep and conversations. So, mastering interview skills is crucial for securing job opportunities and advancing your career. Research the company. Familiarise yourself with the company's history, mission, values, products or services, or recent news. Understand the industry trends, competitors, and companies' position within the market. Know the job role. Review the job descriptions thoroughly to understand the responsibilities, qualifications, and skills required. Identify your relevant experiences, achievements, and skills that align with the job requirements. Practice common interview questions. Prepare responses to comment on interview questions such as, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? What are your weaknesses and strengths? Use the STAR method. Now, if you haven't heard about the STAR method, it's called the STAR method because it stands for situation, task, action, result, to structure your answers for behavioural questions. So you look at a situation and then you implement it into a task that you've done in your past job, how you actioned it, and the result. What you're wanting to show, though, is a positive outcome. So use a story that has a positive outcome where you've used the STAR method. Showcase your achievements. Highlight your accomplishments, projects, and experiences that demonstrate your skills and qualifications for the role. Quantify your achievements with specific metrics such as increased sales, revenue, cost savings, or successful project outcomes. Practice active listening. Listening attentively to the interviewer's questions and ensure you understand before responding. Demonstrate active listening by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and providing thoughtful responses. Master non-verbal communication. Pay attention to your body language, posture, and facial expressions during the interview. Project confidence, professionalism, and enthusiasm through non-verbal communication. Ask thoughtful questions. Prepare insightful questions to ask the interviewer about the company, culture, team dynamics, career development opportunities, and expectations of the role. This is also really important for you to ask because you're also interviewing the interviewer. And this is a way that you can ask about anything that you may be unsure of and don't understand. Avoid questions that focus solely on salary or benefits, as this may come across as premature. Tailor your responses. Customize your answers to align with the company's values, culture, and priorities. Use examples and stories that resonate with the interviewer and demonstrate that you are fit for the role. Handle behavioural questions effectively. So be prepared to answer behavioural questions that assess your problem solving, your teamwork abilities, leadership, adaptability. Provide specific examples from your past experiences to illustrate you're competent and how you've overcome challenges. It's really important to follow up after the interview. Send a personalised thank you email to the interviewer within 24 to 48 hours, expressing your gratitude for the opportunity and reiterating your interest in the position. Use this opportunity to reinforce your qualifications and reiterate your enthusiasm for the role. By following these strategies and practicing regularly, you'll build confidence, enhance your interview performance, and increase your chances of landing your dream job. Remember to approach each interview as a learning opportunity and leverage your experiences to continually improve your skills. Dressing appropriately for an interview is also very essential and can make a positive first impression. Here's a little bit of a few more pointers on how you should dress. Research the company culture. Understand the company's dress code and culture. Research their website, social media profiles, and employee photos to get a chance and a sense of how employees typically dress. Dress professionally. When in doubt, it's best to dress for a particular formality and go the professional attire that reflects your respect for the opportunity and the company. So if you're unsure, you should always opt with still dressing professionally. For traditional corporate environments, a suit, matching jacket, and pants or skirt in neutral colours such as black, navy, or charcoal is appropriate. In more casual or creative industries, there may be some more flexibility, but it's still important to maintain a polished and professional appearance. Choose conservative colours and patterns. Stick to neutral colours such as black, navy, grey, or beige for your suit and accessories. These colours convey professionalism and are unlikely to distract from your qualifications. Avoid loud or distracting patterns that are not going to make the interviewer focus solely on yourself. So either go for a subtle pattern or solid colours for clothing. Pay attention to fit and tailoring. So ensure that your clothing fits well and is tailored to your body shape. Fitting attire can appear sloppy and distract from your overall presentation. If needed, you can always visit a tailor to make necessary adjustments to your suit, pants, or dress to achieve a polished and professional look. It's really important to pay attention to grooming. So maintaining good personal hygiene by grooming, showering, and trimming, and making sure, if applicable, for the interview, making sure that, again, you research everyone and how they present themselves. Keep your nails neatly clean and trimmed. Avoid wearing excessive perfume or cologne, as strong scents can be off-putting. Choose appropriate footwear. Wear closed-toe shoes that are clean, polished, and in good condition. Opt for classic styles such as a little dress shoe or heel in neutral colours. Avoid wearing overall casual footwear such as sneakers or flip-flops that aren't appropriate for a casual environment. Unless you are, of course, interviewing for that, again, creative casual environment. As long as you've seen the clothing and attire, then it would be okay to wear sandals or sneakers. Minimize accessories. So keep accessories to a minimum to maintain a professional appearance. Choose simple and understated jewelry, such as stud earrings or a watch or a delicate necklace. Avoid wearing flashy or distracting accessories that may draw attention away from your face or attire. Plan ahead and lay out your outfit. So plan your outfit in advance to avoid last-minute stress on the day of the interview. Lay your clothing out, shoes and accessories the night before to ensure everything's clean, pressed and ready to wear. Dress appropriately for virtual interviews. If the interview is conducted virtually, dress as you would for an in-person interview, at least from the waist up. Ensure that your attire is professional and presentable, even if you're only visible from the shoulders up. Confidence is key. Ultimately, your attire should help you feel confident and empowered during the interview. Choose clothing that makes you feel comfortable, confident, and ready to tackle any challenge. By following these guidelines and dressing appropriately for the occasion, you'll make a strong first impression and demonstrate your professionalism and respect from the opportunity. Remember that your attire is a reflection of your readiness and commitment to the role, so invest the time and effort to dress for success. Following up for an interview is a crucial step in the job application process. If you haven't heard back within the expected timeframe, here's how you can follow up effectively after an interview. Wait patiently. So giving the hiring manager or recruiter some time to review candidates and make decisions, typically it's appropriate to follow up 1 or 2 weeks after the interview if you haven't heard back. Send a thank you email. Within 24 to 48 hours after the interview, send a personalised thank you email expressing your gratitude for the opportunity to interview. Use this opportunity to reiterate your interest in the position and highlight key points discussed during the interview. Keep the email concise, professional, and polite. Avoid coming across as impatient or demanding. Follow up with a phone call. So if you haven't received a response after sending the thank you email and the expected time frame has passed, consider following up with a polite phone call to the hiring manager or the recruiter. Introduce yourself and mention that you've interviewed for the position and say the date and the time that it was. Express your continued interest in the role and inquire about the status of the hiring process. Remain courteous and respectful. Even if you're feeling anxious about the outcome, keep it professional. Maintain a professional demeanour in all your communications. Avoid leaving multiple voicemails or bombarding the hiring manager with emails, as this may come across as pushy or desperate. Remember that the hiring process can take time and there may be a few factors beyond your control that contribute to the delay in the decision making. Be patient and persistent. So if you still haven't received a response after following up, continue to exercise patience and persistence while maintaining a positive attitude. Consider reaching out to your network or connections within the company to inquire about the status of the process, if this is appropriate. Keep in mind that sometimes no response may be an indication that you were not selected for the position, but it's always best to follow up to confirm. Move forward positively. While waiting for a response, continue your job search and explore other opportunities. Don't put all your eggs in the one basket and remain open to new possibilities. Use the interview experience as a learning opportunity to improve your skills and performance for future interviews. Know when to move on. So if you still haven't heard back after multiple follow-ups and extended period has passed, it may be time to accept that you were not selected for the position. Remain gracious and professional and keep the door open for potential future opportunities with the company. By following these steps, you can effectively follow up after an interview and maintain a positive and professional relationship with the hiring manager or recruiter, regardless of the outcome. During an interview as well, there are certain behaviours and actions that you should avoid to make a positive impression. So here's some things you should not do at an interview. So again, we're told a lot of things we should do, but not always told things we shouldn't do. So, arriving late. Punctuality is crucial. Arriving late without a valid reason can create a negative first impression and suggest a lack of professionalism. Showing disinterest. Avoid displaying disinterest or appearing like you don't really want to be there during the interview, or that you're stressed and that you're not actually focused fully on the job interview. Stay engaged, maintain eye contact, and actively listen to the interviewer's questions. Being unprepared, failing to research the company, job roles, or industries before the interview can signal a lack of preparation and interest in the position. Speaking negatively. Avoid speaking negatively about past employers, colleagues, or experiences. Stay positive and focus on highlighting your strengths and accomplishments. Lacking confidence. Confidence is key during an interview. Avoid appearing overly nervous, hesitant, or unsure of yourself. Practice answering common interview questions to build confidence. Talking too much. While it's important to provide detailed responses, avoid rambling or talking excessively. Be concise, to the point, and focus on relevant information. Failing to listen. Active listening is essential during an interview. Pay attention to the interviewer's questions and avoid interrupting or talking over them. Being overly familiar. Maintain a professional demeanour throughout the interview. Avoid being overly familiar or using inappropriate language or jokes. Asking about salary too early. Avoid bringing up salary and benefits too early in the interview process. Focus on discussing your qualifications, skills, and fit for the role before discussing compensation. Forgetting to follow up. So after an interview, it's essential to send a thank you email expressing your gratitude for the opportunity. Failing to follow up can signal a lack of interest or professionalism. Avoiding questions. Asking questions during the interview demonstrates your interest in the role and company. Avoiding questions can indicate disinterest or lack of preparation. Using your phone. Keep your phone on silent and out of sight during the interview. Using your phone, checking notifications, or texting can be distracting and disrespectful. Exaggerating or lying. Being honest and truthful about your qualifications, skills, and experiences Exaggerating or lying about your credentials can damage your credibility and harm your chances of being hired. By avoiding these common pitfalls, you can present yourself as a professional, confident, and engaged candidate during the interview process. Remember to prepare thoroughly, stay positive, and demonstrate your enthusiasm for the opportunity. Thank you all so much for listening. Yes. Pleasure.
Good evening to participant or everybody. Thank you, Honorable Principal Dr. Bedkar sir, Chief Organizer, and convener of this conference is Dr. Prakash Karad sir, Dr. Prashant sir. It is a very nice presentation, ma'am. I think that this session is a very informative and knowledgeable session. Your talent and determinations are really appreciated, ma'am. I have some question about your keynote speaker. First question is, what is power interview and networking interview? What is power interview and networking interview?
Yeah. So when you're presenting yourself, and it's like the power of knowledge. So the power of being a good networker and how you present yourself in a confident and professional way in both being a networker and when you interview. So that comes across like the power of knowledge is giving you the power of networking and the power of interviewing. And if you do that right, that then gives you knowledge and that can unlock opportunities for you that you normally wouldn't be able to meet.
Second question is, ma'am, what is the what skills are important for networking? What skills are important for networking?
Absolutely. So when you're networking, something we should talk about is your body language. So to be a strong and a key networker, when you're, for instance, we just spoke about not wanting to stand in the corner, but also make sure that you're smiling, you're engaging, you're looking at people, you walk up and you shake their hands and you start to talk to them about things and tell them your background story. So you make yourself become curious and you make sure that you're talking about topics that are relevant and going to intrigue the other people that are at this event. So you need to make sure that you have some form of common ground. When you're speaking as well, you need to make sure that your shoulders, your hips, and your legs and feet as well are pointed towards the person you are speaking to. You don't want to look like you're half in the conversation and you're half wanting to walk away. So this is really, really important. And sometimes they'll serve water or drinks or food as well at networking events. So it's really important as well to be etiquette when you're having like food or having something with them to share, having a drink together or eating something together as well. It's really, really important it's called mirroring, but having them feel comfortable enough to be able to eat or drink around you. And that can then show that they know that you're trustworthy, their guard's down in a good way, and you guys can have true and meaningful conversation.
Wonderful explanation, ma'am. Thank you so much. My dear participant, I express my deeply gratitude I express my deeply gratitude to Principal Dr. M. Betkar sir because they always give us support, guidance, patience, and well wishes for international webinars. Thank you, Betkar sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Pleasure. Pleasure. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and coming and joining us. And I'm glad that you can take some things away from this and this will help you in your future. Thank you. Bye.
बेटकर सर सेंड करा ना लिंक. सर तिकडे पाऊस चालू आहे का लातूरला?